What's up, my people? You are watching another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena. And I am your host, once again, the lyrical genius, Black Titanium. What I'm going to talk about today is the same thing that I was talking about in my last video. Okay? Now, this is destruction. This is about the destruction of black children, black mothers fucking over black children, sacrificing black children in the name of whatever, because they're sick. You got a lot of sick women out here. You got a lot of sick people out here. Not just women, but you got sick ass black men too. Okay? So we're going to talk about that. Because as last episode, you probably seen my video, I was headed down to Baltimore to find my kid. And nevertheless, I went down there. I was roaming the streets looking for my child. I got a few leads, a few people tried to help me. But when you basically in a situation like that, people ain't going. It's like you on the black market looking for whatever, and niggas ain't gonna tell you that. I had to show them pictures of my daughter. You ever seen this little girl? Tell her that her father's looking for her. And a few of them told me they seen her. In certain sites, certain sections. You gotta excuse me. I'm back outside in the prison yard of Boom, okay? But anyway, the subject matter is about, black women who are destroying their children. See, because I hear people talk enough about, domestic violence on black women, and that should be looked at. But what nobody is ever talking about is these motherfuckers who's taking advantage of our children. This is something that's being ignored, that's being promoted by the white man in his steady attempts in the process to exterminate black people. We have to realize is that our black children, our black youth are ignored. They are not cared about. Even though you might have black people in society putting on a facade, it's a game. If you could be a fly on the wall behind closed doors, you would be surprised at some of the shit that these parents are doing to their children. And that's why the white man rather have a gang member as a man, a gang member male, as a father in a kid's life than to have a father. Have a man who got knowledge of self, who got any type of knowledge, because they don't want you teaching your kid that. Especially since the fact, that I've embraced the life of Islam, but I still go through the struggles of the black man. I'm still a black man in America. Before I converted to Islam, I was a black man going through the struggle. Now it's just double trouble. You know what I'm saying? And you don't get no help from no Muslims, because a lot of these niggas have given into the system. This is why you will see them. Allah talks about them being cowards. The day that these days and times they were going to be cowards. So in order for them to cover up their cowardism, they have to basically jump on the side of the powers that be in America. The devil. They gave, most of them are giving their lives over to the devil but don't even know it. So and that's a serious matter that basically need to be talked about too. Because you might say, damn, you Muslim, why you ain't getting no help from no Muslim brothers or no Muslim sisters? Because a lot of them have they practicing cowardism. Especially these Arabs in these stores and shit. They basically the fact that now that the white man is starting, they gave into the white man. What the white man do, this is why the white man is such a snake. What he'll do, he'll create a bad experience and flush them into his hands, and then he'll start giving them guns to go against black people. He'll say, yo, man, you see these dudes, man, you know, I'm going to give you some guns. Make sure you protect yourself against them. You open up your store in their neighborhoods. They're going to make you rich. Da-da-da-da. And then, you know, and then the black people, they become part of the program too. So when you travel through big cities like LA, New York, you'll see these Arab niggas and these African niggas, you know what I'm saying? And they'll be straight sellouts. They'll still be going to the mosque to pray. Oh yeah, they'll still be going to the mosque to pray. But when you go to these stores, they selling beer, pork, lottery tickets. These niggas is doing all type of shit in a deep world of dark secrecy. This is why you can't really get no help from them, because the true believing Muslim has been destabilized through the mosque. You know, they send their agents in. You know, to run the mosque is basically under siege right now. You know what I'm saying? When they give khutbahs on Friday, Jummah services, they make sure that they give that the imam, whoever giving the khutbah, which is the sermon, which is in the church, y'all would call it a sermon, but in the mosque they call it a khutbah. It's on Friday. When they give most of the khutbahs, they government induced. The government gives them shit to talk about to subdue the true believers. This is why Malcolm X once said, he said, yo, if somebody teaches you to take oppression laying down and turn the other cheek, and don't run from your oppressor and suffer while you underneath your oppressor, they are a traitor to you and their deen. So whenever you go in these stores out here, like I was saying, back to the essence of the conversation, the reason why I really don't get no help from them is because you got a lot of these Muslims who have given in. Just like Dr. Umar Johnson was saying in his video. He said, yo, listen, man, you are not going to get no help from no immigrants. The immigrants is useless to the black African American. So as African American Muslims, we go through triple trouble because we get discriminated against by those who are not Muslims. We get discriminated against as the white man against a black man. We get discriminated against from the Arabs, who are basically racist on the low too, and the Africans who are racist on the low, even though they are black. That's the crazy shit. So basically, when you see a lot of the only ones that's holding up Islam in America is the African American Muslim. Those are the only ones that's really holding it up, and this is the only reason why you see a lot of immigrants come to the mosque and pray, because anytime the black man showed that he's a Muslim, it makes them feel embarrassed not to be hypocrites. So they have to find 1,000 reasons why they should be a coward in order not to help you. So you go to the mosque, they'll have people sitting there trying to do little tactics like take you out of the form of wudu, try to provoke you to so that you'll come out of the form of wudu. They'll step in front of your prayer, all type of stuff now at the mosque. No, it's really not even really comfortable no more at the mosque. I know a lot of people don't care, but it's a lot of people out there that that might hear this, and they might feel like they're alone. You are not alone. You got a lot of our sisters who are being disrespected. Their hijabs are being snatched off. You think these niggas at these stores, the only reason why they got a little bravery now because they got the white man behind them. They got the devil behind them. The devil, they on the side of the devil. So now they feel cocky and arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Because basically it's easy to go against one motherfucker. You feel me? When one African American come in there, it's easy to go against for 1 million motherfuckers to go against one motherfucker. So you see a bunch of motherfuckers talking shit, and it's basically a tactic, to try to scare women and try to scare children. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna really fuck with nobody strong with strength. They got numbers. You feel me? It's easy for a bunch of motherfuckers to go against one motherfucker. Remember that. But when you see that one motherfucker standing up against a bunch of motherfuckers, you know who the real motherfucker is. You know who the real person is, man. And this is logic. Because, you know, the white man, one of his tactics is gonna tell his servants, yo, anytime that dude start, you know, spreading word against you, just say he crazy. So that's the white man's favorite, you know, his favorite form of dismissal. Yo, don't, no, man, that dude is crazy. He's a lunatic. And this is what you'll hear them say about me at the mosque too, because when I come in there, I give it to them. I don't talk behind their, I don't talk, any nigga that I ever talk behind their back, you heard me say this shit in front of their face. Trust me. I got a lot of motherfuckers out here right now spying on me for the fucking government, and they hearing this shit right now. Real talk. But back to what I was saying. You got a lot of kids out here that's being taken advantage of by these weirdo ass niggas because the white man is leading the way in pedophilia. So anything he does and he makes popular, this shit is gonna be by popular demand. They take advantage of little children. You know, they make a video of you, they fucking over your children or whatever, so that you could so they can try to make you bow down. So that's the white man's form of trying to punish you whenever you speak out against his system. This is what you gotta understand. And you know, for those who really don't understand, they say, yo, why the fuck is this shit going on? No, you got a lot of people, a lot of black people who do have sense enough, to be able to see dry land through muddy waters. So they say, yo, there's something more to this than meets the naked eye. And it is more to it than meets the naked eye. But like a lot of people say, religion could become a prison. No, they do a lot of mind fuckery in religion. Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. I'm not trying to encourage nobody, discourage nobody from turning away from religion, because I wouldn't advise you to do so, especially not in this day and time when a spiritual war is going on against you, against those who would have no sense of direction. I would advise you, because all religions are pure. It's just the people who corrupt it. This is what you got to understand. It's just the people who corrupt it. The religions are pure. It's the people that try to make it. It's like, for example, at the mosque, they'll tell you, yo, brother, don't go out there and join the dunya, try to get a job making this money. But these niggas out here doing all type of shit. They hold niggas guns in their stores. The white man giving these niggas guns to go against you. These niggas are selling drugs, all type of shit. Real talk. This is why that anytime a black man or African American show himself as being a Muslim, they get jealous of it. They get straight jealous because it makes them feel weak. Because Allah says in the Quran, he says in Surah Al-Tawbah, Surah 9, he says, the desert Arab is the worst in unbelief and the most fitted to be in ignorance of the words that I have sent down. They constantly look for catastrophe to come upon you, but on them be the calamity of evil. He says that in Surah Al-Tawbah. And then in Surah Al-Baqarah, he says the desert Arab is the most likely to go astray. And this is what you can see in America. Anytime you walk these streets out here and these niggas look at me, they look at me with contempt in their eyes because they know that I'm exposing their ass. And they need to be exposed. These niggas supposed to be buried. Back in the day, these type of niggas would have been buried for trading on to be traitors against their deen. They would have had their heads chopped off. But now they got protection of the white man. These niggas is in the police station every day, and they work in the white. And trust me, for the sake of white supremacy, they got them niggas working against the black man. This is what you got to understand. They got them niggas working against the black man. So right now, okay, like I told you about the situation with my daughter, right? Okay, like I told you, I went down there to Baltimore, I looked around, But basically what it wasn't even, it's a thing that, she ain't even lost because basically every day she calls her mother. This is the ironic part about it. She's supposed to be a runaway, but guess what? She's in touch with her mother every day. So what they trying to do is trying to play me out into the streets. You know what I'm saying? Every time they want to see a nigga be out in the cold. Every time they want to see a nigga sleeping on park benches. Because this is what, this is how the white man try to drive you crazy. And then his ultimate goal is to try to drive you into suicide. For all of those, who don't know what's happening to him, his ultimate goal is trying to drive you into the form of suicide. If he can't get you to commit suicide, he wants you in prison. This is how the white man get down. Trust me, those who know think they're alone. They know what I'm saying because I'm hitting the nerve, and it's happening to them. You're not alone, man. And if he can't get you back in prison, he wants you to go into a small town and die in seclusion with your mouth closed. This is how they try to do the militant. Those three forms right there. He wants you to die in a small town where they can always make a mockery of you, where people roll by, the white people can roll by and have a peep show. It's really called public lynching. Just like they do the NFL players, O.J. Simpson, how they publicly lynched him. This is how they publicly lynched the black man now. But back to the essence of the conversation, this is what you have to understand. Only reason why this shit works is because they got the help of black people. This is the reason why this shit is working. Because a lot of black people have given in. No, when niggas reach a certain age, no, they start getting tired of motherfuckers. No, when you see a lot of militants out here, they get the fight knocked out of them because they not really about that life. When the shit start happening to them, they go back to the hood looking for old demons. They look for gang members to protect them, not realizing that the gang members is part of the white man's system too. He used them niggas to do what he wants them to do. This is what you gotta realize. A lot of these niggas is snitches. A lot of their gangs is infiltrated with federal agents, all type of shit. So when you go back looking for the old demons, looking for them niggas, they part of the devil's system, man. That's what you gotta realize. They are part of the devil's system. And when I'm talking to people, I'm talking to people in Christianity, I'm talking to the people in Judaism, I'm talking to the people in Islam. If you're supposed to be a person of God, you ain't never supposed to be on the side of the devil. You're not supposed to, God only gave you one heart, and you cannot serve two masters with it. You cannot serve two masters with one heart. So every time you try to serve the devil, God's going to step to the side. He's going to say, okay, you made your deal with the devil. If you make a deal with the devil, you got to live up to your end of the bargain. And I'm not going to interfere with that. Because you have lost faith. And a lot of these niggas lose faith. And they give into the system. Because the struggle is for real. You're not going to see no motherfucking real militant out here with a bunch of new cars, a house, a brand new apartment and none of that shit. I'm not saying that some of them niggas don't live in no house. Yeah, you can live in an apartment, but guess what? The white man gonna make it real uncomfortable. He not letting nobody live in this system that's really speaking out against his system. And he not gonna let you live comfortably, man. He gonna work on you, and he gonna work on your family. And this is what he's trying to do to me. This is what I'm trying to get. This is why you don't get no help from no Muslims. Because a lot of them are cowards. You see a lot of them niggas walking around in a job place. They have sold out. The white man is not going to let them get jobs if they don't sell out. Because the white man don't care nothing about your talent. He don't care nothing about your gifts. All he want is your soul. He want to know what can you show me that you relinquish your soul with? Are you sacrificing anybody? Are you selling out? What you gonna do? Are you fucking over your people for me? Every time you go in an establishment and you see all black faces, you know they have proven their loyalty to the white man. Real talk, you ain't gonna never see the white man leave nobody in the establishment, in any establishment out here, without them proving their loyalty. I'm talking about the head people, the head in charge. This is what you gotta understand. So when you hear a lot of these niggas rolling around like they gangsters and they hard, trust what I'm telling you, man. Trust me what I'm telling you. These niggas are not hard. They have given in to the devil's system. And the trick of the devil is to try to surround you with people to make you think that you're making the wrong decisions in life so you could get up underneath him. This is what you got to realize. That's his trickery. To make you think that you're making the wrong decisions in life so that you could join them. And whether you go to the Crips, whether you go to the Bloods, whether you go to the mob, whether you go to the white man, The devil knows how to reinvent himself everywhere you go. Because your every desire is your weakness. And this is how he reinvents himself, through your weakness. And this is what you got to understand. This is, you say, damn, why he ain't getting no help from the Muslims? Because the Muslims have been reduced to cowards. A lot of these niggas you see walking out here, you see go up in their stores, these niggas have given in. This is how they making all their money. This is why it says in the Bible that when the angels blow the trumpet, they're going to say, oh my God, the great Babylon has fallen. And you're going to see the merchants crying because the system has fallen, because they have taken a sip from the cup of destruction. And they know when they see Babylon falling, which is America, they know that their time has, the wool is going to be pulled from over their eyes, and they get to see that shame. And they know ain't no turning back, because you have given in. You got to die with the white. You got to go to the hellfire with the white man. Because he already know he's intelligent enough to know that he's going to the hellfire. This is why you see them going from planet to planet, seeking out, trying to find planets, because they trying to cheat death. They think they gonna live. Money make niggas think that they immortal. You got a lot of niggas that get money and they get cocky, arrogant. That's why you see a lot of people out here homeless, because they had a lot of shit. They got cocky, arrogant, and they lost all that shit. Real talk. And they lost all of that shit. And this is what's happening to the white man right now. His whole system is crumbling. So he's scrambling around trying to get all the souls that he can. The devil is trying to scramble around, get all this, because he want all the company that he can have in the hellfire. Oh, and he gonna have a lot of company too, man. He is gonna have a lot of company. Trust me. Multitudes. But back to the essence of what I'm saying. A lot of our children are being ignored, man. A lot of the youth are being sold out by these old ass niggas, you know what I'm saying, that refuse to stand up and fight for their people. See, let me tell you something about a woman. Why these women, the Muslim women and a bunch of other women is manipulating their husbands and getting them to do anything they want them to do. The women are running their relationships on the low. They make a man seem like he the man, but nah, the woman is manipulating these niggas. You know why? Because when a woman see that the man has sold his children out, sold his family out, and gave in for money, she now knows that she has a secret over this nigga's head. This is why you see a lot of Muslims, their kids is going astray, they becoming gang members. These niggas, you see these niggas with pants sagging. A lot of these Arab niggas from We the Best, Khaled, that nigga's a Muslim. A lot of these niggas was Muslims and got turned out. Real talk. That's why you see a lot of these niggas now running around with pants sagging, they gang members on the low. You know why? Because their fathers, their motherfucking fathers sold them out. Their fathers have sold them out. And they know that they father. Only reason why they talk to their fathers because them niggas got money. It's because they got stores and shit like that. If it wasn't for that, they wouldn't even talk to them niggas, man. Because they brought them here to America voluntarily and went around chasing money so hard that they left their kids to be raised by the wolves. They sold them out. And the kid sit up, and those kids, they sit up in the house and they see they can see. No, a thing about a child, don't think that kid, they can't see the shit that you do. They know when their fathers have given in and sold out. Trust me. So they gonna go look at someplace else. They know when their mothers have sold them out. And a lot of these Muslim niggas have sold their children out. This is why they want to see African Americans sell their kids out. This is why they participate with the white man to go against the African American. Because every time you show any type of signs of being a Muslim, it makes them jealous. It makes them feel weak. Because they know they have given in. This is why when you go to the mosque, them niggas try to, on the low, they try to provoke you, try to step on your feet or something, to try to make you act out and say, yo, look, He's a madman. They call the police on you in the mosque and all that shit. They even got Muslim police coming in there to watch you, all type of shit. I'm talking about these niggas because they deserve to be exposed too, man. I speak out against shit even if it be against my own self. Because that's what you're supposed to stand. That's what black people are supposed to stand up for. This shit has went too far, man. Too far. And if you can't, you know what I'm saying, if you can't stand up for the truth today, then guess what? You have become of the white man. And the further away from God, you further away from God than you could ever know. And that's, no, I'm not saying I'm no angel. I'm not. I come from a past. Trust me. But then, at what point in your life do you say, yo, man, damn, when does this shit stop? You got some niggas out here 50, 60 years old running around with their pants sagging, niggas acting like gang members. Looking like fucking straight idiots. And you wonder why the youth ain't got straight, why they ain't got nothing to look up to? Because they looking at these old ass niggas that's selling them out, saying, man, we might as well go for our motherfucking own, man. Form our own motherfucking network. This is why children, I got my daughter running away from home. She might as well run, since they find, these little kids out here forming their own network. They got to defend for themselves. Because the white man is trying to block the black man from protecting his children. And this is what you got to understand. You feel what I'm saying? Because don't worry about what these motherfuckers running around telling you, because all of these niggas are habitual liars, man. Pathological liars, man. They do everything they see the white man do. And he invented all this shit. You feel me? So we gotta start looking at the situation of black youth, man. Because they the ones that got the target on their backs, man. Well, I'm in this motherfucking homeless shelter. You know how many young black men I see coming in here, man? I'm looking at these niggas, man. They too young to be in shelters. But they mothers is throwing them to the fucking wolves after they create a monster out of them. They turn them into a monster and be like, I can't deal with that. I don't know what happened to him. Bitch, you happened to him. Real talk. We gonna keep this shit 100 for real. They create a monster out of their kids, man, and then they throw them out to the world for the world to deal with the problem. These niggas don't even know that when the white man give them discipline, it's gonna be a whole different type of discipline. And ain't nobody telling them that. Ain't nobody telling them that, man. And this is the shit we gotta concentrate on. Fuck each other. Fuck me. Fuck the messenger. Pay attention to the message. My life has basically been determined already, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fighting because basically I'm a militant. And I'm gonna do this shit till the day I die. Some niggas just feel comfortable in their motherfucking struggle. And I feel comfortable in my struggle because I know ain't no other direction out of this motherfucker. It's either do this or give up your soul. And where I come from, the soul is priceless. The soul is priceless. So like I was saying, I found when I left out of Baltimore, due to the fact that they seen that they couldn't keep me in the streets, all of a sudden this bitch called my phone talking about, oh, she came back home, da 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 da. But this is the bitch that's setting her kid up for failure. A lot of these black mothers are setting their kids up for failure, man. Real talk. They doing their kids bad. This is what needs to be talked about. This is why that karma comes back around to them. They run into that monster that beat the shit out of them. They go out, these niggas don't go looking for these bitches. They go out to the club looking for these niggas. They go out to the park looking for these niggas. These niggas ain't out looking for these hoes, man. They know that these girls is promiscuous, they sluts, and ain't none of these niggas about to make them no housewife, because you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. And all them niggas know it, so they not about, all they gonna do is come by and drop off a sperm deposit. And that's all they gonna do. They don't care whether a kid is born or not. A lot of them don't. And the chick won't say nothing when a gang member drop. No, they'll say something about a nigga, who's a Muslim. Yo, that nigga ain't taking care of his kids and all that. But you got a bunch of these niggas out here that drop motherfucking seeds and these women are having babies and don't even know their fathers because they done had sex with about 30 niggas that week. Real talk. They done had sex with about 30 niggas. And don't know who the motherfucking father is. But when a nigga come along that's trying to be a father to his kids, he gotta get hell. He gotta go through hell just to see his motherfucking kids. And this is, but especially if you a militant, you a Muslim, you a Hotep or whatever, or you a so-called Dr. Umar Johnson, niggas that's supposed to be for the struggle. But these niggas are flying around the world giving speeches, ain't really just conning niggas out of their money. You know what I'm saying? These type of niggas, they get to live well, man. Because the devil gives them the power. Once you get the devil your soul, you get to live comfortably in this world. Because this is just a test. This shit is just temporary, man. Everybody's being tested. So if you can't deal with this test right here, the test that's coming up, the test of time, the test that's gonna be beyond your wildest nightmares, these niggas gonna give in. Most of these niggas have already given in. Just for a job, just for a car, a little apartment, a little $4,000 in the bank. They've given in for a little bit of crumbs, man. So imagine when those times come along when it ain't no more food or water. These niggas gonna be eating their own children, man. Real talk. These niggas have given in just for a motherfucking little job, a little fucking apartment. These Arab niggas have given in for a store. So that their kids can go to school comfortably. You know what I'm saying? As long as they families are doing well, that's why them niggas ain't gonna help you. As long as they families are doing well, they don't give a fuck about nobody unless you from their country. Unless you from their motherfucking country. These African motherfuckers too, man. Well, you gotta watch out for them African motherfuckers. You know why? Because a lot of them white motherfuckers, they go out there to Africa as mercenaries and they pick up those kids. The mothers are forced to abandon their kids because they don't want to see the kids starve to death. The mothers are forced to abandon their kids. So what the white people do, white people like from Seattle, that work for the government, military, all that Pacific Northwest shit, Seattle, Denver, Minnesota, Portland, all these motherfucking white bitches are sent out there as mercenaries to act like they care for the black people. And what they doing, they picking up these black children, these black orphans, and they bringing them back to America, and they training these niggas to be killers. Real talk. And then they using them to insert them back into the system of Africa, or they use them over here, for what little operation they want to use them for. A lot of these niggas are straight up undercover snitch ass niggas, and they also killers for the white man, because that's why they train them. This is some real shit that's going on. They raising these niggas as orphans. Just like that shit that if you ever read that book or seen the movie Born Identity, how they was taking them little orphans and they was raising them up to be killers. That's what they doing to Africans too, Arabs too. Because the families abandon them, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to see them starve to death, so they abandon the baby. So they put them in the orphanage, and then white people come from America and they grab these little black kids up, little African kids up, and they raise them up. Put them in the government system, you know what I'm saying, and make them niggas, when you think a motherfucker saved your life, you become the white man's most dedicated servant. And that's what a lot of these Africans are to the white man, they most dedicated servants. Because they purchased their conscience from birth. They purchasing their conscience from birth. That's why you gotta watch out for a lot of these motherfuckers, man. Real talk. This is why when you go to the mosque, the church or the synagogue, you see these motherfuckers standing around, and they be straight serpents. They'll bow their head like they praying to God. These niggas are praying to the devil. That's why I don't like to bow down to beside a lot of them. But the only reason why I do, because God says bow your head down with those who bow their heads. But that don't mean you got to sit pray next to them niggas, man. You gotta watch who you pray next to when you in the mosque or the church or the synagogue, because a lot of them niggas are praying to the devil. And a lot of these Muslims bringing niggas in, thinking, no, they gonna get blessings. You don't never see these niggas propagating Islam no more. They scared to even mention Allah's name in the streets. Real talk. They scared to mention God's name in the streets. So what they do to try to clean up their conscience, they'll grab a demon off the street, bring the nigga straight up in the mosque and give him a shahada. And say, listen, he gonna be Muslim. And knowing that this nigga is not only gonna be Muslim, but he's what he was when he's walked in the door. He was a gang member when he walked in the door. You ain't telling a nigga nothing about he gotta relinquish that life or nothing. They just wanna know, they think they gonna get blessings. Delusional ass niggas. They bringing demons into the mosque by grabbing them by the hands. A lot of them bring crackers in there too. Knowing that the white man don't want to be no Muslim. I seen a video where they said they made George Bush a Muslim. They made his daughter a Muslim. All you got to do is Google it. A lot of y'all don't even know that, huh? George Bush became Muslim. So because they said that all the Muslims that he killed, if he become Muslim, God gonna forgive his soul. Ain't that some crazy shit? Just Google it. Let's say, look up George Bush becoming Muslim. Yeah. A lot of niggas don't know that. Him and his daughter. Because they grab these demons by the hand and bring them into the mosque, the church and the synagogue, and act like these niggas are the most religious parts, the most pure and pristine niggas in the religion. This is why you got the churches you see going to churches now, they got rainbow flags all over them for homosexuals and lesbians. We accept all of that now. That's their philosophy. A one world government. A new world order. A one world government. A new world order. And guess what? African Americans are not included, man. They trying to find a plot to exterminate us right now. But what they don't know is that shit is impossible. You cannot get rid of us without getting rid of yourself, man. You came from us. You came from us, man. It's impossible for you to exterminate us without exterminating yourself. If they exterminated us, they wouldn't know what to do. We created all this shit out here. We invented all this shit. They stole that shit from us. Every idea we come up with. That's why they got motherfuckers following you around trying to find out what you thinking. You know why? Because they steal everything you think about and turn it into money. Real talk. Everything we came up with, they stole that shit. So if they exterminated us, nigga, they wouldn't have no ideas. They run out of ideas, man. They get all their ideas from us. We taught them niggas all these immigrant niggas that came here, we taught them niggas how to sing, dance, walk, talk. They dress like us, everything. We started all that shit. And any motherfucker that say we didn't, they straight fucking lying. We started all this shit. Hip hop, R&B, rock and roll, all that shit. Yeah. But back to the essence of what I was saying, man. The youth, our black youth, including my daughter, man, got a target on their back. And they mothers is using them as sacrificial lambs so that these bitches can live comfortable, man. And the motherfucking white man, the police, and the federal government is protecting these motherfuckers. And this is what I'm saying, man. The black man gonna have to make a comeback, man, because they fucking over us right now. And if you niggas don't wake up and see this shit for what it is, man, trust me, your ass is gonna be had. You could laugh and joke about it. You could go to the workplace and think you comfortable, nigga. They just fattening your ass up for the kill, man. You are not included in their system. Ever. You was never worse. This is why they got it written in the Constitution, the United States Constitution, that the black man is 3/5 of a human being. They don't even see your ass as a human being, man. Real talk. And this is why you don't see me getting no help from no Muslims. Because they know about the conspiracy with my daughter. These niggas knew it when it first started. Them niggas don't want to help nobody. That they got a bunch of Muslims in these shelters that need help. They look at them niggas when they come in the mosque. They look at them niggas and they look down on them, talk about them and all that shit. They ain't creating no opportunities. You got some of the most richest motherfuckers in Islam itself, and you go to the mosque and you can't get a dime out of these niggas, man. But as long as they comfortable, as long as they families are comfortable, as long as you from their country, you ain't from their country, you ain't getting you're not even they fuck you. They try to mind fuck African Americans. Don't bring your culture into religion, but they got their culture all up in religion. They try to use that shit as a prison. They try to mind fuck you into not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm speaking like this because I got the right to, you got the right to be righteously upset. Especially when the white man is fucking over your kids and you got your own people helping them. You got the right to be upset. And the mother is sacrificing them. And these black women are sacrificing our youth. It ain't just about my child, man. It's about all the youth that I see out here that's running rampant, man. They not running rampant for nothing. I walk through Baltimore, man. I look at all these kids. I'm walking out there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm out there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon looking for my kid. I'm seeing all type of little kids on the streets with their mothers. In the school hours, the school has already started, and they just standing out there like they graduated high school. These are little young niggas. They don't have no interest in school because the white man is in there discouraging them from going to school. You can't even concentrate on school work when you go to school. You got to concentrate on who the fuck you gonna have to fight, what gang you got to get induced into. And you think black people ain't fucking insane? How the fuck you gonna go to school when you can't even concentrate on school work? So the kids, they know when the white motherfucker is racist, so they gonna say, yo, I'm not gonna let this nigga teach me self-hatred. So they drop out of school. A bunch of them do. Because they know that they can't go to their mother. Their mother ain't gonna do nothing but run her mouth. Oh, fuck that. You gotta listen to those. You gotta sit up in that class. You better listen to the motherfucking teachers. Da-da-da-da. She don't know what the fuck she talking about. She just don't want the burden of having to homeschool your ass. Real talk. A bunch of these bitches, they want to sit up and eat GMOs and watch Love and Hip Hop and a bunch of other bullshit on TV. And as long as they comfortable on that couch and they get to go to the plantation and they come home and sit their overweight ass on the fucking couch and watch TV all night and nobody want to bother them or none of that shit, they all right. But when they got to make some sacrifices for their fucking kids, they ain't with that shit. They don't care about cheating the kid out of his father or none of that other shit. That's the real shit that we need to be talking about. Because right now, the black race ain't looking good at all. At all, my nigga. I just want to provoke a little bit of thought. I'm not going to talk your ears off. I think this little video have went a little too long, but basically I just wanted to feed you a little food for thought. You are watching Mental Telepathy's Arena, and I am your host, the lyrical genius, Black Titanium. Until the next episode, I'ma holler at you. Peace, I'm out, man.